It's 7 o'clock. We'll call the village board meeting to order. Everyone would rise to say the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The clerk, would please call the roll.
Maravka. Here. Jones. March.
Here.
Parker.
Here.
Ham.
Here.
Bowden.
Approval or corrections to the minutes of the October 28th, 2019 regular village board meeting. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? If not, a motion to accept as presented.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by trustee Parker, seconded by trustee Maravka.
Parker.
Yes.
Maravka. Yes. March.
Yes.
And Ham.
Yes.
Accounts payable and payroll pay period ending 11/2/19 in the amount of $49,297.52. General fund $35,262.58. Are there any questions on any of the bills? If not, a motion to pay the bills and the payroll.
Shall we pay the bills?
Second?
Second.
Motion by trustee Ham, seconded by trustee Maravka.
Ham.
Yes.
Maravka. Yes. March.
Yes.
And Parker.
Yes.
Public comment and or questions? Okay, reports of committees, are there any committee reports? No village administrator's report, no police chief's report, and no engineer's report. No old business, we'll move on to new business. Item A, business registration, M. Avis, Mr. Fresh Start LLC, 112 West Corning. I think we have the application, or the person making the application here, applicant, thank you. You want to step up in case the trustees have any questions? This is for 112 West Corning Avenue. This is the building that we spoke about at the last meeting that special use was granted for. And this is that business registration for that location. Trustees have any questions for the applicant? Do you have anything you'd like to say to the board? If there's no questions, motion to approve the application for business registration for Mr. Fresh Start LLC at 112 West Corning Avenue.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Motion by trustee March, seconded by trustee Parker. Oh, thank you.
March.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Ham.
Yes.
Maravka. Yes.
Questions of the press? Any correspondence, communications, petitions? Just had a couple things I wanted to mention. I know with the weather that's going on right now, Public Works has been out, doing the leaf collection, but that's kind of, I think, at a standstill right now until we get rid of some of the snow and ice off of the leaves. They're not gonna be able to pick those up, but as we progress in that leaf collection, just remind everybody to put the leaves in the parkway behind the curb. Please do not rake them into the street. That causes, the drains to be clogged, so keeping the leaves in the parkway. Also just to remind everybody, please lock your cars. There's, been some, stuff being taken out of cars, but everything that I've heard, or most everything that I've heard, has been people leaving their car unlocked and leaving their keys in the car. Can't do that. It's just, that's, do it at your own risk, but please be cognizant of that and kind of watch out for your neighbors also, please. Anything from the board?
I've been hearing on and off a little bit of chatter about some of the water quality is a little.
Well, I actually talked to Brian, the manager of that system, and spoke with him last week because I'd heard a little bit of the same chatter.
Yeah.
And he said that the water is being treated exactly the same, as it has always been.
Right.
There's no change, but we still have, the well water. The water source is not changed, but the water is being treated exactly the same. One of the people I had heard, had made mention that they were seeing some iron or whatever, and I actually reached out to them. I called Brian after I heard that, and then I called them, and suggested that maybe they check their water softener, because we're still dealing, you know, with the hard water right now. And that water really still needs to be treated by a water softener, so.
Was there any, I know they talked about, you know, I don't know if they had started flushing or hadn't been flushing as frequently or.
Right, well, and during the, of course, during the cold weather, they
Right,
don't
yeah, going
flush,
to.
you know.
But I mean, you know, this year, I mean, do you have any information, I mean, did we flush less often or?
I don't know, I'm not positive.
I'm just curious.
Yeah. I know that they do flush, but I
Yeah.
know also at that one time when that question was asked, you know, they hadn't
Right.
been here because they were tied up elsewhere.
Right.
You know, but then they were in town after that flushing, you know, several times that I saw,
Okay.
so.
Other than the comment you had, was there something else going on as far as,
No, there were just a couple comments, you know, on social media, you
I
know,
saw-
saying that,
Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, because on the same thing, I saw water pressure. A lot of people saying ever since they had the flood.
Yeah, and-
Water pressure's been weird.
And that would have no effect on water pressure, you know, whatsoever.
Right.
Typically, water pressure, if you're having a water pressure issue, it's more to your own
And it could be
service
silt
line.
built up in their faucet. That happened to us one time. We couldn't get the water to come out. I'm like, why isn't the water coming out? And it was just that silt
Okay,
thing, that little thing underneath the,
And then-
yeah, the thing under the
yeah,
thing.
I know what
Yeah. We took that out and washed it and was,
Yeah, wait, I just had
Filter?
somebody,
yeah, there's like a filter in the, like a screen.
Yeah.
the aerator, yeah.
Yeah.
I just had,
Aerator.
you know, somebody come up to me and tell me if their water
And that,
smelled or.
the person that you talked to,
Yeah.
that's the person I called.
Yeah, okay.
So,
So, I just, it's just good to at least give her some feedback.
no, absolutely, yes,
So,
definitely. Any other thoughts, questions, comments? If not, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
motion?
Second?
Second.
Motion by trustee Parker, seconded by trustee Ham.
Parker,
Yep.
Ham,
Yes.
March,
yes.
Brooks.
Yes.
Meeting is adjourned.